Hi, my name is Kyra. I'm in 4th grade in Senora Alcantar's class in Patrick Henry. The purpose of my science project is how to grow a crystal and what are the best conditions of growing a single clear crystal. We use alum. Alum is made up of the elements aluminum, potassium, sulfate. A crystal is made when atoms form a regular recurring three-dimensional pattern called a lattice. When you stack ions in a pattern that fits the dimensions of little cubes, you commonly grow octahedral crystals. As you can see, the crystal we grew formed an octahedral shape. My hypothesis is that I think an alum crystal will grow the best in warm temperature. For the procedure, we made a saturated solution by dissolving alum into boiled distilled water. We knew when it was fully saturated when we could still see alum at the bottom of the bowl. We filtered out any undissolved alum sitting at the bottom of the bowl and dust particles with a coffee filter or paper towel. Then we covered the glass bowl with a saturated solution with a coffee filter or a paper towel and let it sit for 4 hours to overnight. In the morning, we found many little octahedral-shaped seed crystals that we can use to make our bigger crystal. Here are some of the crystals that we picked out that we can use in the future to make other crystals. In this picture, this is a result of a crystal we've been growing for a couple days, and above the crystal there are other crystals growing and under it. We don't want this because it's competing with the main crystal, preventing it from growing very big. For the results, we grew 3 crystals, all in different conditions. For crystal number 1, we grew it in 70 to 75 degrees room temperature in the day and 60 to 65 degrees at night. We reheated, added more alum, and allowed it to continue growing 3 times and for a total of 4 days duration. For crystal number 1, this is what it looks like. For crystal number 2, we grew it in 37 degrees and grew it in the refrigerator for 3 days total. This is crystal number 1 and this is crystal number 2, and you can see the size relation between both of them. For crystal number 3, we grew it at 60 to 65 degrees room temperature, but the glass jar sat in an insulated lunch tote bag inside a dark cabinet. This created a more consistent room temperature no matter the time of day. We reheated the saturated water, added more alum, and allowed it to grow 4 times with only about 12 hours at a time. Here we can see how many times we interrupted the growth of the crystal by adding more alum into the solution. We did this 4 times, and you can see the layers that it formed. For the conclusion, our hypothesis was partially correct. Not only did temperature affect the growth of the crystal, but also the amount of dissolved material, pressure on the molecules, and rate of evaporation of the water. We now understand that crystals are grown the best when the atoms in which they are made of are given the time to grow inside a steady rate without impurities getting caught inside it. The more organized the atoms are able to line up in their patterns, the better shape, smoothness, and clarity the crystals will have. We learned that growing a single clear crystal is not that easy, but some ways that we can grow a crystal that is similar to that is by growing it in a warmer environment that is steady and not interrupting it during the growth process and taking it out to reheat the water and add more alum. This is the crystal we got, and I think it's pretty good. Don't you think? Thanks for watching!